Hello there, guys. Welcome to our first Therapeutic Thursday. I'm here with one of my favorite books. Um, of course, my experience does not fall completely in line with this book, but we'll get into that a little bit later in our discussions on therapeutic uses of cannabis. This is a little outline that I've made about things that I'd like to cover with you guys. I have notes on how to achieve homeostasis and equilibrium using cannabis. And over here is some more stuff that I want to get into later. The cannabinoid targeting system. Um, these are my notes on cannabis theory. It's just some things that I think are really important to understand when getting into all this stuff. Um, cannabis is a very multi-faceted plant. People use it for a lot of different things, from healing cancers to calming spasms, seizures, headaches, blood pressure, even spiritual things. That's how this started millennia ago in India. It was an offering to the gods. So it's run its course, and it's still around to talk about it, and so are we. So this is something that I feel is important for people who are trying to find that balance in their life, the equilibrium, or the homeostasis as we call it, to just kind of like get back to being a human being instead of a human doing, and get out of the state of dis-ease. It's funny, a lot of people that I talk to never connect that dis-ease is a state of being not at ease. But that's how we look at it. That's where these words come from. And if we can use these natural things that the universe has given us, I don't have a particular hard and fast rule like God, the universe, Mother Nature, Source, whatever you want to call it. This is one of our healing things that we can use to get us back to homeostasis and a point of balance. And when we look at it that way and not, fall into that, oh, it's drugs. No, that's what you have to go to the pharmacy for. That's what you can't get out of nature. That's the opposite of what this is. So, just, my perspective, whatever. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to like it. That's fine. But this is the thing. So understanding plant medicine past the CBD THC divide. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you can heal everything with CBD. You can heal everything with THC. You can do this. You can do that. You can do this. I don't want to hear it. Guys, the plant gives you both things. Do you know why it gives you both things? Because your body needs both things. If you have some receptors turned on and some receptors turned off, guess what? THC turns on some of them, CBD turns on some of them. It also turns off some, and this one turns off some. So you have to know your receptors, know what they do, know what the interactions do, know what you're turning on, know what you're turning off, and know what you're trying to heal. If you're just trying to get high, please go and do that. That's great. I'm happy for you. This is for the people that need this for medical purposes. Those are the people I want to talk to, because you're going to appreciate having a fuller understanding of what this plant can do for you, what it offers, and how to use it. Okay? Okay. Cannabinoid targeting system. We have an endocannabinoid system. It's in our body. It's part of our genetics. It's an organ in our body. Like whether or not you've ever touched cannabis a day in your life, you have one. The thing is that you have different receptors all over your body. So the same receptors that are in your brain are not in your skin. They're not in your lungs. They're not in your blood vessels. They're not attached to other things around your body. You have different receptors in different places, and different cannabinoids activate them. Okay? That's pretty much the long and short of that. I mean, I have the whole breakdown of over here, the receptors and where they are in your body and how to figure out which ones go where. It's been lots and lots of years reading and researching and looking up all kinds of crazy research papers from different colleges around. But anyways, this is my compiled list. Terpenes. These are actually the healing medium. I was talking to a couple people the other day about like cannabinoids being like the sight on a rifle, right? This is your targeting system. This is where you're going to be aiming your cannabis delivery. Here's the terpenes. The terpenes are the healing medium. Different terpenes affect different things. So if I wanted to affect, say, something like cancer, a lot of people know that limonene is one of those terpenes that does affect cancer, but it doesn't affect all cancers, only some cancers. So something like skin cancer, limonene won't touch it. What do you need for skin cancer? You need valencine. Valencine is an orange terpene that's named after Valencia oranges. That's where they get that sweet orangey, really concentrated scent. And those you can use topically. You can match them with cannabinoids that are found in the skin, dural receptors, so that you can specifically target them and take care of them. It's amazing. It's amazing. I love all of this stuff so much. Okay, so we're going to move on to use and usefulness. So some things like valencine is very useful if you have that condition. Are you going to have a use for it if you do not have that condition? Unlikely. So you have to look for terpenes that are not just amplifiers of your cannabinoids, but also that have a use. So again, knowing what you're looking for, what you're trying to treat, where it exists in your physiology, whether it's an emotional problem, whether it's a physical problem, all those things can be worked with one plant. Different strains, same plant. Okay, so growth. I mean, strains matter. Abso-freaking-lutely. I want to teach you guys how to read the paperwork, the lab reports for the different genetics. I mean, when you go to the dispensaries, if you have to, if you can't grow your own, then being able to decipher what those things say instead of just seeing like a bunch of random numbers that don't really mean anything to you. It kind of looks like a slot machine. You throw in a quarter, you get all this bunch of ding, 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 bunch of numbers that don't really mean anything to you. Is not super helpful if you're looking for something that's going to treat what you're dealing with. So I would love to go through that with you guys too. And also looking at genetics. Genetics are pretty easy to find. You can like Google parent strains of whatever really you're looking for that exists out there. There's a lot of people making a lot of crosses, but if you know the parentage, the mom and the dad plant, um, you should be pretty well. I mean, you should be pretty well set to find a lot of good information through that. Um, I have been working on this system for a couple of years. I take extensive notes because I have a really bad memory. Um, some things I can remember, some things are just like beside me. I have no idea. Um, but the breakdown is pretty easy. Um, once you know, like I said, what you're trying to treat and where you're trying to treat it. So these guys, again, are like the targeting system, and these guys are like the scope right here and the bullet right here. And it's pretty straightforward, guys. It is. Um, it's gonna take a little time for you to hone it down, and I mean, just like they say, all good things come to those that wait, right? So yeah, it's gonna be a process. This I didn't develop the system overnight. Um, but I would love for you guys to join me and let me know where you are on your journey and see if we can help each other get to the finish line. Um, it's all about the plants, and I believe like plant medicine is just one of the many tools in our toolboxes. And if we go back to relying on nature the way that we should, I think we'll be able to fix more of the problems that are caused by not turning to nature. Um, of course, I'll talk about a lot of that stuff later and probably get a lot of crap for it, but I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I have mine, no different than anyone else. Okay, guys? All right. Peace, love, and plants.